Week 5 of the NFL season, Sunday Night Football pits the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. A little AFC East matchup here, and in this preview, we'll tell you what you guys should be betting for this thing, whether or not the Bills are frauds, year 2 of Drake Maye looking pretty good, and much, much more. Welcome to the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you do not do so already. I am Ninja, joined here by Nick Holz. Let us know your favorite Sunday Night Football bet in the comments section below. Nick, the Bills are one of 2 4-0 football teams left standing, but this team has defeated the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints. They have yet to face a team that has one win at the time of their game. As my guy Ian McMillan over at SI pointed out this week, even with the easy schedule, only 7th in net yards per play at plus 0.9. The defense ranks 22nd in opponent EPA per play, 17th in opponent success rate, 22nd in defensive DVOA. Am I wrong to expect better numbers against the worst that this league has to offer?
Well, as they say, you can only play the teams that are put in front of you, right? And in the AFC East, the Bills are going to be playing some less than stellar football teams this season. That's just the fact of the matter. Now, has it been an easy September slate? For sure. But Buffalo's got this guy named Josh Allen under center, and he's a quarterbacking monster, kind of sent from the heavens to play quarterback and dominate the gridiron, and he's showing that this year. I mean, he's putting his stamp on every single game. Clearly been the best quarterback in the NFL through 4 weeks. He's the MVP favorite for a reason. And Buffalo leads the league in EPA per play on offense, drop back EPA, and rushing EPA by a wide margin. So I think Bills Mafia can keep jumping through those tables, and we're likely to see that all the way through January yet again. As long as Allen's under center, the Bills will be Super Bowl contenders.
So considering some of those defensive stats for the Bills, like, is this a spot where the Pats utilize, a fairly effective run game to try and control the clock, keep the ball out of Josh Allen's hands? And therefore, Nick, should we consider maybe some Ramondre Stevenson, some Travion Henderson, or even Drake Maye rushing yard props in this thing?
Yeah, it's definitely an intriguing angle. I mean, Buffalo 30th in rushing EPA allowed, giving up 6 yards per carry and over 160 rushing yards per game so far. But we've also got this Patriots offense that hasn't been really consistent in rushing the football. I mean, they're averaging under 4 yards per carry, putting up just 101 rushing yards per game, which is 25th. And they fumbled the ball 4 times already, which is a big issue for New England. And you've got this 3-headed monster in the backfield that's almost like this Belichickian committee back there with Ramondre Stevenson. You got the rookie Travion Henderson and then Antonio Gibson. So it's tough to tell who's going to be at the head of that monster right now. Can you really put your faith in a Patriots backfield that's likely going to be trailing in the game? And are we going to see more of more of Henderson and Gibson in that matter? Because they're going to be the receiving backs out there and on third downs, right? Because they're 8.5-point underdogs. So you've got to think books at this point. Think Patriots are going to be chasing the game in the second half. And that game script doesn't allow for many rushing props. So I'd advise some caution there. If you like the number on Stevenson's rushing prop and think he can get out and get the Patriots in front early, definitely play that. But I'm fading the Patriots running backs here because we just don't know who's going to get the most carries. I think Stevenson had 9 last week, Henderson had 7, and Gibson had 6.
Drake Maye, real good start in year 2 here, Nick. Almost 1,000 passing yards so far, the 7 touchdowns, just 2 picks. Is this a guy that is making his way into, like, what, in your opinion? Is he top 12 QB in the league? Is he top 10? Like, where do you rank this guy?
He's certainly having a sophomore season to remember. You're looking at his stats over the past 3 weeks, 85% adjusted completion percentage, with his spectacular in and of itself, putting up 788 total yards, 8 total touchdowns, just 1 interception, and 125 passer rating in those 3 games. So impressive numbers through the end of September for Maye. I'm just not quite ready to anoint him with the elite in the NFL just quite yet. I think you need to make some noise in the playoffs and win at least one playoff game to be up there. Drake May is going to have a lot to prove as the year goes along. I think he definitely has the potential to be a top 10 quarterback at year's end, but we'll see what the team success looks like and what he's able to do moving forward.
Nick, this is a textbook example of a division rivalry game. Like the Pats have covered the spread in 4 straight against the Bills. Like even though for the past couple seasons, there's a massive gulf in the quality of these two football teams. So like, when you're handicapping the week and you're looking at these divisional matchups, what are you doing differently when you're handicapping these games? Because a lot of the stats, a lot of the numbers we traditionally lean on might get tossed out the window because it's such a big rivalry game.
Of course. Yeah. And you have coaches and teams that see each other twice a year and probably know each other a little bit more intricately than you would in an intra-conference game, right? So I always advise caution in games like this, especially with a spread at over a touchdown in divisional games. It's usually a stay away for me. You can use that as like a teaser leg and an angle there as well. But over a touchdown against a divisional opponent, we usually start to see games have some crazy turnover or some wild variance that changes the course of the flow of the contest. So I always advise caution in games like this, especially in a primetime game. You just never know what's about to happen.
Sign up at Underdog today, and if you play $5, you can get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code UnderdogOS. That is UnderdogOS. Plus, they have a current deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus funds for new customers with their 50% deposit match. That's over at Underdog. Plus, Sunday Night Football's gimme pick of the week is Drake May for passing and rushing yards. So new customers can use that gimme pick where you can choose higher or lower on up to 8 of your favorite NFL players' stats. The more you pick, the more you could win. So sign up down below through the link in the description. Use that promo code UnderdogOS. All right, Nick, the time has come. You've had a great run through 4 weeks of the season so far, but what are you looking at in this AFC East rivalry game here?
Yeah, the Bills are just monsters at home. I mean, I don't know if they want to move that new stadium quite yet. They've won 13 straight in Orchard Park. You've got Josh Allen, who's an absolute beast in primetime, averaging 250 passing yards and over 2 touchdowns a game under the bright lights in his career. And then you get the Bills defense, 4th in opponent dropback success rate allowed so far. They've also won 7 of 10 against the Pats, outscoring their opponents by over 9 points per game. So I'm looking at the Bills here, but buying them under that key number of 7. I got them at minus 6.5 at minus 166 odds the other day. So look around, definitely shop around for that. And also keep an eye on James Cook props as he's gone over 100 yards in 3 straight and has a touchdown in 8 straight games for Buffalo.